like a leeway because if it was up to me, I would go way over 15 minutes. And so I just set the timer to make sure that I don't totally, go over the time.
Yeah. Awesome.
Perfect. So I'm just going to set the timer and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, here we are. Hello, everyone. My name is Whitney, and I'm here with the SMO podcast. Today's guest is Kelly Fisher, and I'm so excited to have a conversation with you today. See, you're a woman of many talents, many gifts, and so I'm excited to just dive deeper into your story, how you're serving right now. Kelly, tell us, for everyone that's watching, who are you and what do you do?
Yes, thank you so much, Whitney, for inviting me to be here, and I'm very glad to meet you and know more about what you are doing. So I'm Kelly Fisher. I'm a Brazilian. I moved to the US 7 years ago, and I have my company, Royal Fischer, and with this company, Royal Fischer, I serve like God's called me to be pastor of the marketplace. So I
Mm.
serve through the consulting business, helping business owners to become prosperous on their businesses. So sometimes they start from their area of expertise and they grow, hire people, they're making sales, but they don't build the structure that are going to, this structure is going to make them free for them to be able to grow and scale. So it's a sense of growing, but actually they don't have the internal structure. So they bring me into the company as their business advisor, and I help to build this strategy for the growth with a corporate structure. And then this allow them to scale because we build systems, and from that they are able to exit. So the way I always say is a journey from founder to CEO, from CEO to investor, because they can have a company that increase valuation and can be sold afterwards, or they can sell other companies to buy other companies to expand the market. So I work with them as business advisor, building this strategy, and then helping internally building the systems, and afterwards with the sale or acquisition of the business, for them to be able to expand and become investors.
Wow. What a lot of knowledge you must have to be able to serve people at such a high capacity in so many different ways,
Yeah.
that they can really evolve and just scale. And like you said, to even exit so that they can now, go on to the next thing to create more wealth and to create more opportunities for other people. This
Yeah.
is going to be such a blessing of a conversation. So I'm excited. Kelly, tell us, for those that are watching and maybe they feel stuck right now,
Mhm.
maybe they don't know what their next move is, or maybe they're doing all the things like you and they're gifted in many areas and they're just unsure of how to actually scale their business. What would you say to them to get unstuck and to, essentially make the first move?
Mhm. That's a good question. Actually, one simple word that many people use too much, but they actually don't know what means, is clarity. They need to have clarity of where they are going. So the big vision, and then the clarity of this roadmap to get there, because the main thing that get people stuck, it's so many things happens on the day to day, that they forget the big vision, where I was going, why I built this. So they lose the passion. That's why whenever I come to a company, I start from the foundation. Okay, let's remind yourself why you started that and where you were going when you thought to do it. Like I said here in the beginning, I believe my call is to be pastor of the marketplace. So the whole thing that I'm building is to fulfill this call, to be pastor and take care of business owners as a pastor of the marketplace. So we need to have clarity. With this clarity, we can build this roadmap. And even when the distractions or storm comes, we have this focus, laser point clarity to get there.
Yeah, that was powerful. I love that. I think my next question for you, because I think with all of this that you're creating, in order for people to be successful and for your clients to have the, space to just not only build their businesses, but to build it well so that they can now go on to the next big business and the next big idea. Kelly, tell us, like, was there ever a moment where you felt like you wanted to quit but didn't?
Oh, every day. Every day I want to quit. I think all business owner want to quit every day. Every day, this thought comes, especially when we start a business from scratch.
Mm,
It's very hard. That's why it's good to have mentors and people that already went through the process that can encourage you, and in the low season, in the down moments, they can encourage you, hey, it's gonna pass, so I have a coin here from one of my mentors. I went to an event and he gave that to us. Failure is temporary and success is temporary. So this is
mm,
to always remind us that we can change. So sometimes we are going to be happy and successful, but sometimes we are going to fail. But there's a phase. It's temporary. We can change and go to the next moment. So I encourage always to continue. That's why we need to have the clarity where we are going and the vision of the building, the business we are building. And then whenever the desire to quit comes, we are going to keep going. And
mm.
I always remember, I always say to my clients, I remember Dory from Nemo cartoon, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. You cannot stop.
Wow, I love this so much. You have a way with drawing word pictures in people's head. And I love that because that's such a gift. And I think what you're really allowing people to do here is to build that freedom for themselves
Yeah.
and to live a lifestyle where, they can build a business, but they can also, have the structure where they don't have to physically be there 24/7, and then they can still, do the things that they want to do in life and personal and everything, that comes with that. So, what I would love to know, because I feel like you're doing this right now, what does being personally seen and heard mean to you? Because I feel like that's what you're doing for the people that, you're able to really help.
Um, Clarify the question again.
Yeah, so what does being personally seen and heard mean to you?
Hmm. Personally seen and heard mean to me. We have the tendency, especially when we are building something and we lost the sight of the passion, the why we started, we have the tendency to see people as numbers,
Mm,
and dollar sign, and not exactly as people that are looking for help and sometimes compassion.
yeah,
I believe it's showing yourself, especially in the nowadays with the AI era, that we are like everybody look like fake and the same and copying and
yeah,
pasting. We need to show our weakness, uniqueness, and we need to show that with our uniqueness, we can impact others. And sometimes it's just a call, sometimes it's just a reconnection without any desire to, hey, you are dollar sign to me. Just to connect, just a real connection and a real, presence, and to know that we are there, and when you are there, you are
mm,
present, and you are giving all that you can, and specific time for that person. That's the way I believe I like to be seen and heard.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was powerful. It's such a great reminder that, again, like you said, you're not looking at the person for just another number or just another client, or another lead, but you're essentially looking at that person as somebody who is human and that you can truly help if you are able to really have that intention to serve. I love this so much. Kelly, I think because you're so well rounded with, helping entrepreneurs build a structure and build the foundation for their business, my question to you would be, what is one structure or one system that you think every entrepreneur should have that they might not currently have?
Hmm. Good question. I developed my system that my background, I am architect, and the way I build houses or buildings is the way I believe we can build a business. So whoever is the construction industry can understand this better, but I believe we need to start from the foundation.
Mm,
Like I said, the why, the mission, the vision, the values we have. This should be the foundation because from the foundation is going to build the whole culture of the organization and everything in between, and then we can go to the walls and build like the internal structure with the roles, with the governance, and with the leadership team, dividing on operation, the technicians, and then the leadership team with a tactical area, and then with the strategic team, that's the executives, and where the owner should be on the strategic side, and then from that building the roof of the organization that I think is this systems and opening the house to others with the marketing and sales strategy, but with the systems in place that the company can run without the person, and this increase valuation, the value of the company, because then the systems are running without the owner, but should have this framework where it's like building a house, the foundation, the walls, and then the roof, and opening to others through the marketing and sales.
that's so good. Let's dive a little bit deeper into that because the foundation is essential for, just building that solid, business in itself. So I would love to know, like, what are some essential elements that we should have in our business, in any business for, building a solid foundation.
Yeah, the why need to be very clear, and the vision, where you are going.
Mm,
Because when you have a clear vision and a clear mission, the mission, I mean, not the statements that attorney does, but real mission, how we are going to get there in 3 years or 2 years. What happens is we build culture of clients become fans, and then the followers become employees.
mm,
So people are willing to work for you even for free because they believe in your vision. So
yeah.
that's the main thing that need to have in a foundation. You cannot miss this, the why, the vision, the mission, and the values, because then you are going to attract the followers, people that will work for you with the same values as you.
Mm. That was so good. That was
Yeah.
so good. For everyone that is watching, that is listening in, make sure you are taking notes. This is one that you do not want to miss. And I think there's so many gems, so much wisdom that is being shared right now.
Thank
So,
you.
Kelly, thank you so much. I think I'm learning right now from you. I would love to know, was there a mindset shift that changed everything for you?
Yes, totally. When I shifted my mindset from operator, from the technician, like I said, I was architect before, to build a business today, where I am in the strategic side. So I left the
Mm,
operator to, even that I'm still doing the operation work, but the mindset should be the strategic mindset. And the strategic mindset as a CEO mindset is going to see beyond, so the future, and then everything that we are building here is a roadmap to get there. So that's, I think, is the main shift that every business owner should have, especially if they are dentists or doctors or architect engineer, that has the the whole business runs around them, move to the strategic mindset that think beyond, and then you can build the whole structure with the roles and the governance for the business to grow.
She said see beyond, and we are beyond seen. So I love that you were able
Yes.
to just give us that insight on like going from operator to now, building the business as a CEO, having
Yes.
that mindset of being, more than just an entrepreneur, more than just a worker is so, so important. I think for everyone watching, like if you haven't connected with Kelly yet, then what are you waiting for? Make sure you connect with her and learn more about how you can actually learn from her and build with her, because I think what you have is just so amazing and so important and essential for every business owner. Kelly, tell us how we can connect with you further and where we can dive a little bit deeper.
Sure. I offer all your audience a free consultation that I call the diagnostic call. You can go to my website, www.royalfisher, my last name, let me see if I, with sc.org,
Amazing.
royalfisher.org/book a call. You can go to the website, click book a call, and talk with me. It's my gift for your audience.
Amazing. Beautiful. And I will go ahead and tag everything below as well so that you guys can connect with Kelly, whether it be booking a consultation and just diving a little bit deeper and having that conversation with her. I am so excited to just learn more about you. I think that this conversation was so meaningful and just overall, what a great episode. I'm so excited to dive deeper. Thank you, Kelly, for being here. Thank you for your presence. And thank you for all the wisdom that you shared with us today. Looking forward to seeing you on the next stage, hopefully on one of our speaking stages in the future.
For sure. Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. I loved it, and congratulations on your podcast.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Mhm.
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful episode. This is like